Hey, this is Mrs. J. Today we're looking at shape sheet number 2. That's this big shape sheet. And we're going to look at number 5 right here. Looks like a little Monopoly house to me. Our grid spacing is 1/4 inch per square. So I'm going to make this and I'm going to extrude it out. And then I'm going to make this and then extrude it into the Whittle house. Sounds like a plan? Yeah, let's go. All right. So this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3. So I'll start there. Let's make a new file in Fusion. I'm in inches. My y-axis is up. I'm going to do a new sketch. And I'm going to start on the XY plane. That's how I see this side of the house. I think I'll use the rectangle tool to get started. And I think I said 6 across the bottom. So 6 times 0.25. And I forgot how much it goes up. I haven't left click yet, so I'm just going to come down here and take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 up. How did I forget that so quick? And then if I hit tab on my keyboard, 3 times 0.25 or 0.75 inches. So you got 1.5 inch by 0.75 inches. And then let's throw that house up there. So it looks to be about 1/2 inch tall from that center there. So I'm just going to put a little line in there to guide myself. I'm going to get the line tool and I'm going to make sure I'm in the center. I can tell that by this. I'm going to drag up, and I think it was too high, so 0.5 or 0.25 times 2. You don't need this line, it's just going to guide me. Now I can click there and go to my corner, and then I can click there again and go to my corner. So I've got the whole house. I can either delete the line or I can just extrude around it, which is what I think I'm going to do. So let me go finish my sketch. I'm going to hit isometric view and I'm going to extrude, but I have to pick all 3 now because I didn't delete the line, right? Select all 3 at one time before you bring it back, and then it'll work. If you do one at a time, you lose your sketches. And then it's going to go back. Oh boy, have fun counting this. Let's see. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm assuming there's 2 on the other side, so 8 back. Okay, so when you're working with Extrude, you have 2 little menus, this little one and then the dialog box. Either way, distance here or here are working together. So we said it was going to be 8 boxes on that grid times 0.25. And I want to go in the other direction, so I'm just going to put a negative in front of that. -8 times 0.25. Did I put a point? Yeah. Enter. There you go. And then I don't know if I said the number. So it ended up being -2 back. And you could just type -2. All right, so now we're going to put a little square right here at the base of this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3. And it's 2 inches on either side. So back to Fusion, new sketch. I'm going to put it right on the side of the barn there. It's like a little barn. I'm going to take my rectangle tool and I'm just going to grab from the bottom to the top, making sure I actually hit that line. You feel it snap, click it. And now I'm just going to put a dimension on it. So I'm going to grab one of these, dimension tool, grab one side, make sure that it's exactly even. If you get an error message, that means, hey, it already is that height. You don't have to change it. So I can leave that. And now I'm just going to dimension tool. I'm going to click here and I'm going to click here. So both of the right sides drag down, and I need it to be 0.5. 0.5 on this side. I also need it to be 0.5 on the other side. 0.5. 0.5. So it's 0.5 on the left, 0.5 on the right, 0.75 up, and I have parentheses because I actually hit it when I first went in there. So that's good. Okay, so let's finish that sketch. I know we need the top also. We're going to add it after. Actually, can I add it now? Hey, you know what? I think I can. Let's just give it a wing, see how it goes. I haven't tried this one yet. So it looks to be, well, a little more than one. I was going to say it was one up from that line right there. A little more than one up. All right, we'll try that. See what we do. Come here, we'll get our line tool. Line tool. I'm going to make a little triangle. Make sure you're on the center. And then how high up would I, one would be 0.25. And the picture looks like they had a little bit more, right? Oh, when I go smaller, it looks way too small. Oh, because it's the length of the line. I see what I'm doing. Let's just click and then come down, and then we'll put the spacing in between it. So here, I'm going to use my dimension tool, and I have it at 0.251. Let's try 0.3 and see how that looks. So I just click the center of this and this line to put that spacing in between. Close enough. It's not very specific. We don't have schematics, so we're good. All right, so now we just want to finish our sketch. So you're going to look at it, it's going to look a little weird. I'm going to come out this way first, over this direction, and then we'll go back inside there. Excuse me. Okay, and it has you coming out 2 boxes or 0.5, so let's extrude. And we're going to pick this and make it 0.5. And then we just need to make it go back into the house because I don't have that going on. So rotate around, let's hit escape, and let's just grab a new sketch and put it on the back of that triangle there. See that? You can actually just hit back if you want, but it's harder to see. So I like the angles. Here's my orbit tool. Let's get a new sketch and let's get in this triangle. There you go. We can hide the other ones by going here. Yeah, there we go. So I went over to body and I just hit it. And now I'm just going to trace that. Line tool. Trace it exactly. Don't miss any points. Make sure you have 3 black lines. Okay, finish your sketch. Hit the house button to put it isometric and bring back your body by deselecting that the thing next to the marshmallow, the eyeball. Okay, so now we need to extrude. We're going to orbit, rotate, going to get the extrude tool and get that one we just did. It already selects it because it's the last thing you did, so it's like, hey, we'll do that. Rotate this way, see a little better. And the thing is, it wants to cut right now. I'm going to hit escape. But I want to join. So come over here to your dialog box, hit join, and then it should go inside the house. It doesn't matter how much it goes inside the house. You go on forever. See, out the other side? As long as you're in there, if you were to 3D print it, it doesn't know how far you went in. It doesn't care. Okay, so let's hit the house button and take a look. Do we kind of look like the picture? Yeah, I think we're good. All right, good job. Don't forget to add some pretty colors, maybe a door and a window. I don't know. Have fun. Save your work. That was shape number 5.